Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dragon of Icespire Peak. Today, I'm trying to be very calm and quiet as we move through the intro. Oh, never mind.
We
Someone
can't
says
hear
louder.
you when you're quiet.
Okay, let me pump up the gain here.
Pump it.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dragon of Ice. Yes, dragon. I said dragon, right? I said dragon.
It's dragons now, right? Are we dragons?
Oh,
Or
no,
is
we're
that
not at
announced?
dragons yet. We can't afford it yet. But welcome to Dragon of Icespire Peak, presented by Quest and Chaos. Today, we're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. But before we get to that, we got some announcements. First of all, we've got a couple of friends we'd like to give a couple shout outs to. First of which is Nord Games. Nord Games give you all that supplementary material, books, decks, dice, stuff. Check it out at nordgamesllc.com/3.html. That's our affiliate link. You help them out, you help us out, and if you put in the coupon code chaotic20, you're gonna get 20% off your purchase. So help yourself out to some savings. Our second friend is Birds of Paradise. Bam! The titular Birds of Paradise dice held within the dice hands of dice maven Tiana. Dice.
I was waiting to see where that sentence went.
But if you go to birdsofparadise.com and you use the coupon code chaotic, you'll get yourself 15% off. Now, those are two ways you can help us out, help some of the folks in our community out, but you can also help us out directly here on Twitch by giving the bits. And I know we got a few bits given, which we'll get to a little bit later. Or you can help us out by going to patreon.com/questandchaos. We've got our Guild of the 5Es, in which you folks who join us on Patreon get to play with us of the Quest and Chaos crew. Right now, we are having a necromantic, fun time, interconnected universe. Yes. It'll be fun. Right now, we already had one session with Thomas. Spike will be DMing one soon, and who knows who will be DMing the next ones. I know me, Bo, and Tiana are in the writer's room, so keep an eye out for that. Yes, that is the Patreon. Oh, we're getting the tall glasses. Well, I've got a mug here, which if you go to Quest and Chaos store, you yourself can get a mug. Wow. Segue. I still got the tag on mine. It's like a snapback. You don't take it off.
Have you not washed it the whole time?
It was in a box that was opened.
It's the new mug that you just got. Got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We were just, if you had it for a while and
I was trying to figure out how long you'd had it and not washed it, and then I remembered that there was a conversation about you not getting a mug recently.
Yeah, I got one. As you can see, I'm here in studio. Yeah, in studio. Ooh, kidding.
Ian is actually really good on that.
Yeah.
Lighting design, 1 or 2 semesters, a total of a year. Cool. That is it for my announcements on this. Oh wait, excuse me. Tomorrow we were going to have a Skies over Talindia within the freelancer system, part 1 of a 2-shot. Unfortunately, things have been rearranged. That will be happening next Tuesday and the following Tuesday after, so March 2nd and March 9th. And yes, if you want to go check out Skies of Talindia, put in the exclamation point freelancer, which will take you to the link. They are currently having their Kickstarter for their module, for their game. It's got Sky World War One vibes. Sky World War One vibe. Yeah, that works. It's got rat people. It's got dog people. It's got cat people. It's got humans.
Bunny people.
Yes, bunny people. live out your furry dreams in skies over to Lindia.
You had to put it that way, didn't you?
Yep. Um,
Huh?
yeah, okay, that is the announcements. Yeah, those are the pertinent things. Unless anyone else has anything they'd like to share.
Just the bits coming in.
There we go, to the bits. We've got 1,000 bits to from the Hefner, 1 to the players, or 500 bits to the players, and 500 to me, because the Hefner do what they do, balancing out the scales.
And speaking of scales,
Speaking of scales, we do have one Slithy Tove. Thank you very much. I know you're over there, about a good 10 feet away from Julie. So yes, Slithy Tove is giving 500 bits to the players to find the chaos, and 500 bits to me to help me get a new dragon, because I had an epiphany this morning while I was jump roping that Cryovane is a little pansy. And either he needs to get some good old, not Rambo, Rocky training sesh, or I need a new dragon.
It's the eye of the tiger.
Well, he doesn't have an eye. He lost one.
Yeah,
one eye of the dragon, not built for a fight.
Oh, I hate that. That's great.
Yes. That 500 bits, thank you, Ed. It'll go straight for Cryovane to go chug like 20,000 eggs. All right. Joke
Take
provided.
that, Gaston.
12,000 eggs. Joke provided by good old Nick over here. All right. Wow, that has been the longest intro I've done in a long time. Lots of vamping. Don't know why. I have everything prepared. But let's get into this evening's episode of Dragon of Icespire Peak. Boom, boom, boom. We don't have a theme song yet.
Wasted it all on the dragon.
They're very expensive. SAG, Screen Actors Guild. They're, especially in COVID times, just so hard. Anyway, back last time, our Argent sword was Sans Tim, as Winley, Darjan, Isolt, and Inqua stood in the rain without their young emo-y companion. Winley, Darjan, and Isolt went back to the Sunset Horizon to ponder on their recent loss, while Inqua found that he's not going to give up. Ever the optimist.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. It's our musical episode.
We're all thinking it. You were just the one who said it.
So Inqua went about town asking around, searching for their young human friend using the wanted poster that they pocketed from Darjan's pockets. Eventually, their search led them up north, in which he found Tim hiding out in the shed of a local farmer within Leylon. He attempted to take Tim's sword, but through a bit of unknown magic, it returned back to Tim's hand quite quickly. As those two decided they want to get some stew, not to Tim specifically, want to go get some stew, they decided to head off to the fishery. Excuse me. Another inn near the docks of Leylon. Meanwhile, Winley took some showering, checked their hair, make sure she was how should I say this? Re-beautied up after running into a possible colleague from way back when, possibly. And that said possible colleague actually stopped by Isolt, who was drinking down at the bar. He introduced himself as Khalid and said his night was postponed by some amorous feelings towards the young Winley, who he saw fighting off the sea spawn, and was quickly enamored. Then Tim and Inqua found themselves at the fishery. Inqua left Tim there to grab his stew. Inqua returned back to the Sunset Horizon, grabbed everybody, headed back to the fishery. They all chewed out Tim very readily to do so. And they stayed at the fishery, had some good old Neverclear alcohol. And with the Neverclear, secrets began to spill out of Tim's, of how he felt he was cursed, how his family, the more magically inclined, were consumed by the spell plague, while the others a little less so, only for it to show up in later years, Tim believing he will be next. However, the time for stories ended, and they decided to take the very inebriated Tim and Winley back to the Sunset Horizon, where they got some rest, came back awake, a little hungover, but decided to head off to the Tower of Storms, in which seems to be the catalyst. The catalyst of the sea spawn attack that happened just the night prior. So, Argent Sword, you are currently atop your horses, heading northward along the coastline of the Sword Coast. Rain coming down in a deluge. The lighthouse, not necessarily alight right now, but seen very far off into the distance. Very small speck, if you will. It'll take you a few hours to get there. In the meantime, what do you do?
I think
Go ahead.
have a quick conversation with Alcantor.
Okay. So you're riding along. You reach out with your mind.
Does he answer? Or is he like, shut up, I'm sleeping?
Well, Tim, I don't really sleep, so...
I just
That-
wanted to...
Oh, I mean, it's a perk of being dead. You don't have to.
About that, if I'm really grateful for your help. And if I survive this, the way I see it, I owe you. Do you know of any way to restore yourself, to undo the curse that was put on you? Maybe bring you back?
Curse is a little bit of a strong word. I am here of my own volition, largely because it was the only option available to me aside from, ascending to whatever, or descending, not one to preach, but I think I lived a pretty nice life. But yes, sorry, what was the question again? My mind just went whoo.
Just that I owe you for this, and if there's anything I can do, let me know.
Well, Tilla, if this is going to be a long and fruitful relationship, which, I will say I extended my hand to you, and now I am forever within your hand unless you choose to leave me. Sort of. Kind of. Sort of. But no, do as you please. Use me. I am a tool within your hand. But no need for gifts of any kind. Not really my love language, if you will.
Nope. The offer stands.
Hmm. More of a quality time person, if you will.
Okay, that's not ominous.
I'm certain, Tiller, a voice within a sword is quite ominous. I would, if I were still alive, found a talking sword, I myself would find it quite ominous. But no, do as you do. Let me have my fun. That is what you can give to me at the moment. If something comes to mind, I will let you know.
All right.
Oh, you should look ahead, my friend. There's some rocks here. Keep an eye out. Wouldn't want you falling off the cliff. Then I'll be in the water, and then I'll probably have to wait for, I don't know, a triton or a sea elf to grab me, and that could be another a century or two. They're curious folk. Maybe they'll find me in 5 decades.
So I'll start watching the road in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that conversation all in your head?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Winley was like chattering to him, and she goes, "Don't you think so, Tim?"
What do I roll to pull short-term memory of things that were just said?
Your focus was very much on the Alcantar conversation, friend.
Okay, I have the
Here's your
perfect
response.
answer. I'll have to think about it.
Oh, okay. I'll get back to you on that.
So what I was going to do
Maybe
is,
inevitable.
when I noticed Swinley and Tim talk, I was like, oh, I got to rescue Tim. So I'll get my horse and then, but when I get up to see, I notice he's not, I notice he's out somewhere else. He's not really paying attention, but I still am going to rescue him.
No, once he responds, he's back. He's back. You're all good. You're all. Everything's
cover.
So are you going to stay with us, Winley, or what are you going to do?
There's a little gnome in the background.
A chatty baby.
You're chatting with all the flora and fauna in the area. I understand.
Yes. I hear the sword. No, she'll maybe she'll ride ahead to go talk to Isolde.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
As you ride along ahead, DJ, you cruise on up over to Tim.
because I was kind of watching, and it looked like Tim was kind of spacing, and she was talking. So I'm like, I'm gonna rescue him. So I'll gallop up, and I said, "Oh, looks like I got here just in time." She took off over there. So whew, she talks a lot, doesn't she?
Yeah. Did you were you listening in? I'm gonna try and get like hints as to what.
I couldn't tell what, because I didn't want to be like, but I could tell she was talking your ear off, and you were somewhere else. So I thought I'll try to rescue you.
Yeah. Thank you. There's been a lot on my plate as of late.
Yeah, man. Is that sword still bugging you?
No, it's fine.
What do you mean it's fine? Is it still talking at you? Is it bugging you about doing anything?
No, the only real concern is during combat.
All right, so the sword likes combat. Well, that's good. That's good. Can't be that cursed if it likes combat. Yeah, that's cool. All right, maybe this is the thing that's going to help you with your curse. I know you feel like you have a curse, but now you have a cool sword.
No, don't see how it would. I mean, my ancestors all went mad. How is this going to help with that?
Well, if you have something to work toward and being a sword master, maybe that would be it. That give you something to look forward to? Well, I know that you weren't
Sorry.
looking forward to being my sword bearer forever. I can tell that. It seems like you.
I keep telling you, you don't need me.
What do you mean I don't need you? I need somebody to be able to collect the cash. I need somebody able to help me move the cash when I go to the. I'm
A
playing.
bookie.
Sorry.
A bookie.
Or a manager. Yeah. Yeah. Because you always talk me up to everybody and you get me there and you help me set up and get the.
Darjan,
We do great together.
you're destined for such greater things.
The sword tell you that?
No, I saw it in you.
Well, if you can see destiny in something like this, why can't you see it in yourself? Come on, man. Look at this. We got the Argent sword. What kind of a good cover is that? Come on. Just think about what we can do.
Thank you for trying to cheer me up. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Again, you brushed me off. All right. I see. Bye. See you later. Crestward.
Winley, you ride up next to Isolt as that conversation just begins, but you ride up to Isolt.
And I think Isolt's in the lead of the party and has oiled cloak hood pulled up over her head, just trotting along, maintaining a very steady pace.
What do you think we're gonna find in that tower, that lighthouse?
Honestly, I haven't the faintest idea. This is not something that I've run into before.
I hope it's not more sea creatures. I don't think my armor is very waterproof.
Well, at this point, we're already soaked through. I don't think it's going to get much worse.
Wait, is it raining?
It's soaking.
Okay, scratch that. She definitely would have some rain gear on.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand. A rainy day is lovely when you're inside with a hot drink and a blanket, listening to it from the other side of a window. Being out and it's not near as much fun.
Okay, well, if we make it through this, which hopefully we do, I think I gotta tell you something.
I think you're probably right. I'd very much like to hear what it is that you need to tell me. But we can wait until we're inside somewhere warm with a hot bowl of soup.
Yeah. And then I think Winley's gonna just kind of continue on in silence.
Yeah.
Thinking.
And Assault's just keeping half an eye on her, just making sure that she doesn't get too deep in her own head.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's one thing that every member of our party has in common. They go way too deep into their own freaking heads.
Yes, and Inkwa, is there anything you are up to?
He's deep in his own head. No, but seriously, like, I think Inkwa, ever since seeing Winley slap Tim and the argument last night and him thinking he was doing something good in bringing everyone back together to see Tim, and obviously seeing that it affected Tim in a very negative way, he's kind of now not questioning. He's kind of questioning, I think, his place in the group, because he's not really understanding now where he knows he's the thumb, but he doesn't really, I think, on this journey, he's just kind of keeping an eye on Tim and seeing Darjan, seeing them go up to him and having their moment, and then seeing Winley go up to Isolt and then have their moment. He's just having a moment with himself, kind of realizing, like, do I fit in? I'm just trying to, and it's just all self-reflective. And also has a lot because his of course Darjan knows, but his brother has continued to toy with him in the dream state.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're heading directly to the point where he said you need to go in order to hold up your end of the bargain. So I think he's just being very quiet
Does
on the
DJ
journey.
know about where you need to go? Because
I think in passing he did say something about the tower. I think he
Right.
said that, and west.
So
but
maybe I could slide back, and because Tim's brushed me off, I can slide back over and talk to
Kind
you.
of just slide up as Inqua is looking, a good 20 feet out, making sure they're not going off the coast side, but very automatic, on cruise control.
Oh man, Inqua, how are you holding up, man?
Hey, Darjan, I'm okay. I'm doing okay.
Hey, but we're going where your brother was saying to go. Is this good or bad?
I have a really bad feeling about this. It's again, he can see us wherever we go. I'm hoping he upholds his end of the bargain so we can find Cryovane and help Tim, but I don't know. I don't know what we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah, we're getting ourselves into an Argent sword battle. It's what we do, right?
Inko will chuckle at that. But thank you, Torja.
Yeah. We better catch up with the rest of the group.
And to get his horse to move a little quicker paced.
After you all continue to ride, the rain coming down, you watch as an hour, 2 hours. On the third hour, eventually the tower just has grown to a size of what would normally be a regular sized lighthouse, a good 40 to 50 feet high, but it is rested above on a cliff. Almost a little island, if you will, protruding out into the ocean. And there's a pathway that leads into a little seaside cave, which then leads out into a beach. What you see is a good 40 feet below you as you ride along the cliff's edge. And as you get closer and closer, you're able to see just the little bit of protrusions from the water just on the ocean side of the lighthouse. As waves lap quite furiously across the lower rocks below, where it's like and you look across and you see on the beach, well, you all have you all have passive perception of 14. You can see just at the current moment, a small figure. Doesn't look humanoid, but just kind of resting on the beach. It kind of turns to you all, and then you just see a big waving appendage.
Is it a sea lion?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Thinking mermaid.
Let's see. That would be a 16.
16. Definitely not a mermaid. Definitely not a sea lion. It's, even though it's a little desaturated due to the gray of the sky and the rain coming down, it's kind of got a bright red orangey look. Very wide and kind of squat. And if you pinch in your gaze just a little bit more, and as it waves through the rain, it looks more like a claw.
Crab people.
Wait, how big?
Lobster people.
It's it's large, much larger than a normal crab.
Data
Cool.
check. Data chum.
Yeah. So Winley's gonna, I think, stop her horse. Guy, do you guys see that down there?
Well, it's waving. Should we?
Should we wave back?
Oh, yeah. I'm waving
And
back.
wave- yeah.
I'm saying this as I like. Should we go stop by and
Well,
say?
we should all wave like this, whatever the handshake is. I feel like we should all do the.
We're waving
Just so that's-
back, waving back. Oh,
You all
They
slow
don't
down.
see finger. They don't see appendages. They just see.
Mhm.
This is the new greeting of the Argent sword, all the fingers pressed together.
Yes. And as you all wave and kind of slow your horses down, this large crab recognizes you all wave and kind of waves a bit more vigorously.
ooh.
Were we expected here? Like, no,
I
right?
mean,
I don't know. Hopefully, it'll tell us.
So how is it? Is it far down in the rocks? Could we meet halfway, maybe?
It's on the beach right now.
Well, I know, but
And you, as you look over, you can see that the cliffside does kind of do a little switchback that will go down into the beach to the cave and then up into the lighthouse.
well, we have to go down there anyway. So let's
Let's
say
go
hello.
slow and take it careful. Let's take it slow and be careful.
yeah, I just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna pull my shield off of my back and slide it onto my arm. I don't draw my sword, but I do have my shield on my arm as I hold the reins with the other.
Okay.
I will ready an arrow just in case. And
Okay.
be towards the back of the group.
Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming you're like keeping it by the hip or like actually.
No, by the hip, just down.
Yeah.
But ready.
So as you all begin to find the little pathway that begins the switchback, you go down, you switch back, and you get closer and closer. And this crab is quite large. It's a good 5 feet wide, maybe about 4 feet tall. And it's just looking at you with its two kind of blinky eyes and waving over you. And it notices that you're finally coming down. It's just like
Oh, well,
signals
All
for
right.
you to come over.
Well, I'll glance back at the rest of the group to make sure that they are readying themselves and continue down the path.
I'm gonna break off a little bit. Not that I'm expecting the sand to like sink in as we get close,
Mhm.
especially if we're all clustered together. But that's actually exactly what I'm expecting. So I'm gonna
Well, we're on a little like switchback path at the moment,
no.
right?
But once we get down and go
Sure.
towards it, I'm gonna just move off a little to the side.
That's fair.
Mhm. You descend onto the switch or to the bottom of the switchback, meeting at the beach. Your horse's hooves kind of sliding a little bit in the sand as they reorganize themselves on the new, looser terrain. It's not a perfectly white beach, say, California, but it has a bit more rocks, some clams, dead shells, some. Yeah, it's like a normal beach, Northern California beach, I would say, where there's quite a bit more rocks and yeah. But as you step over with your horses, Tim breaking off a little to the side, the crab just kind of looks over at you all. It's like, well met, adventurers.
Oh,
well met.
hello.
Ah, hello.
Greetings and salutations.
Song in here somewhere.
Odd place to find another sentient being. How goes the day?
The day goes well. How does it fare for you all?
Well enough.
I wish it wasn't raining so much.
Certainly. But it really hardens the spirits, does it not?
And soddens the bones.
I don't have bones.
Lucky you.
So what are you doing out here, friend?
Well, I'm glad you asked. My name is Clive Augustus Volodas the Second Esquire.
Cool.
Ooh.
Are you a crab lawyer?
A crab lawyer. I have no idea what
Oh.
a lawyer
The
is.
Esquire. I mean, the title I didn't know.
So, my friend Mural when I was just a wee little crab, read this book of Clive Augustus Voladath the First, Esquire. Had many fantastical adventures in which he used his rapier to destroy many fantastical creatures. And my friend Mirol gave me intellect. And when they asked me for my name, I said, why, I must be Clive Augustus Voladath the Second, Esquire.
I'm sorry, who gave you intellect?
Mirol.
And who's that?
And as much as a frown can come across a crab, you just kind of see it.
Oh, we're not from this area, kind sir. So we're learning more and more about the special people here. Could you tell us more?
Well, Mirol lives in there, and points over to the sea cave that goes further up towards the lighthouse. There was a figure that came one day saying that the lighthouse would be theirs, and Mirol put up a fight, but unfortunately was felled. And this thing stole Mirol's shell. Now it finds its livelihood in there, points up to the tower.
Is that when all of the rain started?
Yes. Right around then.
Do you know anything about this being?
Looks over you, Five, and the stalks kind of rest on Inqua. It's like, it kind of looked like you, fellow. But blue, not red.
Would I have known from where I'm from any other dragonborn that was blue toned, just from like my own personal history, and hearing all the information? Chuck, what's its name? I already blanked on it. Manny, what's his name?
This is Clive.
Clive.
Clive Augustus Voladath the Second.
Yeah.
Roll a history check, if you will.
That is just as is, 13.
13. You kind of peer back into your mind, trying to remember your times way back from where you came. And there were a few blue dragonborn that you have met. But with just the description of blue, doesn't have much to go on.
So none in the town, none where I was from, just like acquaintance or in passing from family. Got it. Cool. England sounds like bad news.
Do you know much of the layout of the tower, the area? Is there anything any information you can give us that might help us oust this person who killed your friend?
Well, I've never actually been up into the tower. Mirol and I found our home within the cave. But we did go into the ocean, and I will say this, beware of certain, what are they? What do you call them? Sirens. Yes.
Oh.
They will be along the pathway. They'll start to sing, and then you go into the water, and they'll love you and kill you, and that's all fine and dandy. Also, if you go into the shipwrecks over there, there is a very large shark. She is not nice, and kind of scuttles around to the backside, and you can see some teeth marks scraped along the back of Clive. She's kind of unkind, but she does hold a lot of treasure if you're willing to go into those waters.
Huh.
I don't think any of us can breathe in the water, so that may be an expedition for another time or another group.
That is true.
Well, let's not be so hasty.
No, if it's in the shipwrecks, maybe There are things above the water.
Well, you will have to get into the water, but that makes me think. You all are adventurers, yes?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
And as adventurers, you wish for treasure.
Yes.
Ooh.
Not opposed.
Then it is the most fortuitous. That is why I have been waiting for you all. Yes. If you go up there and find Miral's shell, up there, bring it back. Give it to her, Miral. Let her pass off into the other world. I will go and get you something from the wrecks.
Oh.
You would be willing to put yourself at risk from the shark and the shipwrecks for that?
Oh, well, Dagger Maul, she can do as she will. But I can move about and be a bit, sneaky.
I just love the
Is Clive cute or no?
He's quite large, and he's got quite large eye stalks that just kind of look around and kind of blink at you all.
Is it cute?
Do you find crabs cute? I find crabs cute.
they're so cute.
Okay.
Ink was not impressed. Wait,
It's like the mouth. I mean, like the mouth is like the mandible kind of thing that just kind of goes like this.
I don't want to bring up a sensitive issue, but was Miral a crab too?
No. Why would a crab be able to give another crab
Well,
sentience?
that's what I was wondering, but you mentioned a shell?
Oh.
Well, no, it is her. It was a special object, one that gave me, channeled through, and then gave
Oh.
me.
Like a small shell.
Or holy
Like
symbol.
you would collect mermaids' voices in, maybe.
Oh, no.
What? Sorry. Little Mermaid reference.
Oh,
No.
yeah. No,
I understand.
But I see.
My orange-haired friend, do not worry. There is no such being here. For Clive Augustus Volodath I, Esquire, took care of that in chapter 5.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, right. So, if we go up to the tower, we defeat the person who stole the tower and your friend's shell and bring it back to you. We will win the day and gain the treasurer.
That certainly sounds proper for adventurers, does it not?
Yes. What say you, Argent
What say
Sword?
I? What say you? Do you wish to take on this quest?
I was asking my group, Argent Sword, if they were
Well-
willing to go and do this quest.
Isn't that what you're doing anyways? I mean, yes. We will do this.
Yes.
Recognize when we're being spun into a great story.
DJ's taking all of it in and going, oh, yes.
Oh, of course. Yes, I think I can pledge my blade to such a thing. Were you waiting for us?
Well, I was waiting for adventurers.
And you knew that adventurers would come because...
No reason.
Can we roll like some kind of deception? I don't know.
Insight?
Inkwood doesn't
Insight?
trust this guy.
Ink
So
was
it
like,
checks out to me.
yes,
Sure.
I'm for this.
Let's insight this
Insight
fella.
checking.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it because
It's an Issel and an Inqua thing so much.
I got a 10.
and that's a 17 plus 4,
Good.
so that's a 21.
Nice.
Clive is 100% honest with you.
Oh, okay. Well, right. Okay. Oh, right. It seems like we will be doing this for and with you, Sir Clive Esquire. Were there any accomplices that went up with the blue one that looked like me as well? Have you noted other people, or is it
Wait.
just one?
Did you say I am to join you?
Well,
I mean-
I what I meant is it sounded like you were going to be doing your own type of adventuring with the shark while we're doing what you would, unless you would like to accompany us. I mean, and I'll kind of look around to the group.
I mean, he has the.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you want to be part of our battle, Clive Augustus Voldath Esquire?
Second.
I will. Yes. Most excellent. I've been training many, many hours, and you will look over and you see some rocks off to the side that have been completely crushed, and just one boulder that has been obviously been constantly pounded into.
I wish I could have seen that training montage.
Oh, it was quite brutal. Every morning I would wake up and I would take some rocks in my claws and go across the beach. Yes, and then I would go back across. I would scuttle to the right, scuttle to the left, and then also I would punch this rock right here, this one, and the one with a lot of dents, and then I would also take rocks into my claws and see if I could crush them. And a few of them I have been able to. I have been quite good at this. And for cardio, I go into the water and I let Dark Maw chase me. Yes. I take it very seriously.
Yes, I can see it now. I can see it now. Scuttle to the left, scuttle to the right. Crush him in your claws. Bite, bite, bite. Oh. I love it. I love it.
And to have a bard to sing of our tales. This will be a most epic quest.
All right, put your odds in the chat. Is he going to live or not?
Yeah.
We must protect this crab with our lives.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait. How many hit points does our crab have?
There's a large crab, remember.
And they also have, it's like a turtle. They have a natural shield.
Yeah.
They have shields.
That's true.
Yeah. No.
They have 16 health.
That's pretty low.
So Clive goes first, and
Oh,
Well, think about it like this: 16 health with a maximum possibility of 24.
I was going to say,
How
can
about
we
you
inspire?
then?
Can we inspire? Yeah, see? Hmm?
You almost made Nick snort his drink.
Did my little fight song inspire him?
Are you giving inspiration?
How long does that last?
Not long.
Yeah, it doesn't last long enough. 10 minutes.
oh, that's good. Yeah, let's go.
Well, no. So wait, are we about to go up to the lighthouse? So
Oh, it doesn't say
before we go, I
uh,
want to make sure our most vulnerable, no offense, are given a little extra. And so she is going to cast Aid on Darjan, Inqua, and Clive, which will increase both your current and your maximum hit points by 5 for 8 hours.
so it's 10 total?
No. So like your possible maximum will increase by 5. And then also if you're at your maximum, then also increase your current hit points by 5. But like for Clive, he will just go up by 5, but also his possible maximum will go up by 5.
Got it.
So when you cast a healing spell, it can take you up even higher. It'll take you up to that max for 8 hours.
For 8 hours.
Cool.
And what's great about it is not temporary hit points, so that stacks on top of the words of affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty, thank you.
So we also have 7 currently, right?
Those are temporary.
Right.
So I think you probably do like the override.
Yes. Yeah. If you click on it, you can go HP modifier, override HP max.
Oh.
So is the entrance to this lighthouse on land? Or was he describing that we have to go underwater and around to get into it?
There's a pathway that goes into the sea cave, which you pointed out where Miral died, goes up onto another path, and then goes up into the lighthouse.
Well, we're burning rainlight. Let's do this.
And wait, are the
quick, Clive.
are the sirens that way?
Yes, they're the ones that'll be along the path.
Let's plug our ears, guys. Let's find something to plug our ears with.
Yeah. Do we have any wax or anything?
Cotton.
I'm just gonna go like this. Can't see because
Hey, Clive, you didn't. Are there others with the blue one up top?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes, came in by himself.
Okay. What can I throw in my ears?
That's clever.
gonna be so sad when it stops raining.
Finley's just gonna sing the LaRue theme song really loudly to herself so it drown out anything else.
Mhm.
And all the rest of us have that earworm now.
The Bella Bella Moon. I need you.
It'll be extra echoey in the cave.
Yep.
Will the Sirens start back up singing it?
Oh, I know. If they start harmonizing.
It's the musical number, you guys. It's the musical number.
Got some work to do now.
I mean, we have Tamatoa with us.
Now roll your staves at disadvantage. Thanks, Winley.
Oh goodness, yeah, I'd probably like tear off a little piece of fabric and ball it up and stick it in my ears.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'm going to do that with
Yeah.
That's-
Winley will
that
follow
necktie
suit.
that got all messed up. I'm gonna rip that up and put it in my ears.
Mm-hmm.
Winley's gonna rip someone else's clothing up because she doesn't want to rip her own clothing
Oh,
up.
she can have some of my necktie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's also gonna sing.
If all of
Just
you,
in case.
anybody else wants some of my necktie, it got all messed up during that fight. So yeah, here, have some.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, we have to go through the cave and that will lead directly into the lighthouse? Or
There's
we
an
exit-
extra path and then into the lighthouse.
Okay,
so
so we'll
it's
exit the
path.
cave.
Cave,
Okay.
path, lighthouse.
Okay.
We have time to
Right.
unplug.
Do we want to leave our horses?
I think
Here?
Maybe in the,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
cave, right?
the cave is actually a good idea.
I don't know. I don't think horses like caves, but okay.
Is the cave a safe enough place to leave horses so they
And are
can be
these
out of the
cave-
road?
Well, yes. I mean, my good friend Miral will be there. So
Is it dark in this cave?
yes.
Okay. Can I suggest something? Since we will be without, if we're going to have stuff in our ears, can we tie rope between each of us? And if anyone
Well-
sees anything or suggests anything, yank on the rope and then kind of chain reaction down.
Well,
I
the
feel
You
like
can
that's-
also cast light.
We can talk.
Oh. Can we hear each other if we've got stuff in our ears?
we can gesture.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could do things. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I just rope. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready, friends?
What?
Are we ready, friends?
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh. Never mind.
You adventurers are funny. Tally ho! You watch as Clive just scuttles up along the base little ridge that gets up onto the path and starts to scuttle over to the cave and then gestures in a very familiar crabby claw fashion. He's like, come, come, come.
Let's and I'll just gesture at everyone else like, yep, let's go. And I still have my shield on my arm, leading the horse with the other hand toward the cave.
Okay. So as you lead the horses into the cave, you walk in and there's a little bit of bioluminescent algae in there, just the faintest bit. Not enough to be like, whoa, that's some light, but you are able to see as the cave mouth behind you drifts away a bit. You go within and you find yourself in the central chamber in which you see Clive kind of looking upwards, and so you follow the same eye line. There's a spectral figure just kind of floating about, very faint pale blue image. Her hair and clothes are well kept, and they give a slightly floating sensation of almost as if she was in water. The only thing that is really off about this figure is that the neck itself is just naturally crooked.
And because Winley still has her ears plucked up, she says, guys, I think that's Moral.
As you yell that, the figure just kind of floats over and looks at you all and begins to glide on over as it descends a good 10 feet before its feet are just kind of gliding just over the ground. Hello.
I'll pull out one of the earplugs because
Yeah.
I haven't been told this is one of the sirens.
I don't think this doesn't look like a siren. I'll take the water out of my ears.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi. Clive was telling me about you. You are adventurers?
We are.
Good. Well, kind of scans over your group. Eyes land on Inqua, and then you just kind of see it rile up just a little bit.
Oh, that's not
It's a good
who
one.
did that to you.
He's a friend.
Look, he's a different color. Look.
Well, one of your kind has killed me. And has stolen my
What?
shell.
What? What?
One
Huh?
of your kind has killed me and taken my shell.
I'm sorry.
Can I ask, how exactly did he kill you?
He came in through the cave, grabbed me by the neck, and said he wanted that, my shell, and snapped me.
Was your shell magical?
It allowed me to do my magic.
Ah, so that's what.
Well, this particular dragonborn is going to help get justice for you.
I hope so.
Ourselves to Clive and to you for this mission.
Please treat Clive well.
Clive is a delight.
Clive's gonna mess some things up.
From the cave entrance, I have seen him train. So please, watch over him. I wait for your return. And he just kind of floats up and away into the cave.
His odds of survival just got worse for those keeping the books.
No.
Wait, Inqua's gonna lean down to either Winley or Isolde, whoever is closer, and be like, what is this? Why is I don't understand. What this like spectral, is it a ghost? Like he doesn't get what's happening.
Sometimes when people die violently with things unfinished, they stay to make sure that it gets finished.
Okay.
And sometimes they can turn a little more malevolent. I think we may have caught this one in time.
Okay.
I hope.
All right. Well, let's
Shall we?
follow Clive on in.
Very well. Now, remember, the sirens are below, so keep your wits about you.
Indeed.
So,
Point
you
the way.
see Clive begin to scuttle and go out the cave.
Is the bioluminescence still bright enough for us to like find our footing safely?
Oh yeah. As you go across, as you leave this smaller chamber and go into a more not collapsed, but like tighter tunnel, it does a little bit of a, oh yes, what are you doing with the horses?
Okay, but my only fear about tying up the horses is what if there's a high tide and I don't want them to drown?
Well, most horses that go out and about are ground tie trained. So tie them down to a sturdy enough rock to keep them in place unless it's an emergency, and then they'll run. That's my suggestion anyway.
Nope,
Yeah.
sounds like a plan.
That sounds good.
Well, here's a big rock here on the side, and I'll.
And it doesn't even need to be a big rock, like just something enough to keep their heads down, and then if they're panicked, they can just bolt.
Yeah, Inqua will do the same. He'll follow Isolt's lead. Give his a sugar cube from his pouch.
Mm-hmm. You feed some sugar cube to your horses as they all kind of just huddle into the cave, a little grateful to be out of the rain. But yeah, you go down away from this larger cave section into more of a tunnel, which quickly opens out into the open air, in which you can see the pathway that goes upwards. There's a few switchbacks, and then standing atop this island plateau, if you will, is the lighthouse, a good 120 some feet away.
Is there any way to creep up undercover? Is there any? I mean, is it just open?
It is completely open.
Had to know. All right, we strut up there.
Yeah, I am definitely wary.
Mm-hmm.
Shield on arm, hand never very far away from my sword, just watching as I move forward. Am I on point? What
is your marching order?
Damn it. I think I'm on point.
I'd probably be up in the front as well.
Yeah. Inqua will be in the rear.
Mm-hmm.
And then also is going to ready Hunter's Mark, specifically if I see a blue dragon born. We'll instantly just mark that at any point during whatever's about to happen.
All right, so we have Isolt in front, Inqua in back, Tim second. It's a pretty narrow pathway, so it's very much single file. So Winley and Darjan, who's third and fourth?
Be third if you want, or do you want to be up farther, Winley?
No, I'm okay being fourth.
Okay. With
Where's
Clive
Clive?
is up in the front, just in front of you, Isolt. Good.
Wait, what's Clive's armor class?
Clive's armor class, 15.
Ooh.
Lower than I thought it would be.
Not as bad as most animals, though.
Okay.
Same as me, so hey.
I was going to say better than me, so rock on.
But
Clive.
he has a shell. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
What
Proceed-
you're saying, Winley, is
proceed
when he
along.
dies, Darjan and Inqua will just hop in the shell. Got it. Cool. We're good.
We'll
We got this,
we'll
Darjan.
turn it.
We got this. Yeah.
We'll turn his shell into plate armor for you. How's
Exactly.
that? Oh, that would be very druidic plate armor. Sorry.
Gosh.
So, yeah, my brain just went like, oh, Clive. So you all exit out and you see Clive standing there in the rain, as you all begin to join along with him. Did you all tie yourselves together or no?
No.
No? Okay.
No,
So
we have a
Now you make me nervous, James.
cloth stuffed in our ears.
you have your claws stuffed in your ears as Clive kind of leads you along the path. And you just begin to hear the faintest sounds of some soft singing.
Winley does start singing the LaRue theme song very loudly.
As this choral song comes in, it's like, then all of a sudden you just hear, love you, I need you, to try and drown it out. I would like you all to make wisdom saving throws at advantage.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
That's a natural 1 and an 8.
Oh Lord.
Ooh!
Oh, I have a
Yep.
dirty 20.
30, 20?
17.
17.
17?
9.
Oh, so
Right.
technically, sorry, it's a 10 and a 3 because of wisdom saving.
Yes, because technically you can't critically fail a
Right.
saving throw, I think.
So as you all begin to walk, Clive just kind of chugging away, just like Inkwa and Tim, despite having the
So I don't have cotton in my ears. Would that make a difference?
it's magical melody. So it is while you are dampening the sound, which is why I gave y'all advantage.
Ooh, dampening. No, I was wondering if the water in my ears would drown it out.
Oh,
Just as good. Oh, I
Just
like
dampening. Yeah.
for you, it kind of sounds like a with the water, and it kind of sounds like whale songs. But
Yeah,
you and
does anyone else hear whales?
both feel incredibly inclined to take a step into the water.
Oh no.
Let's see. Let me find the order
The
here.
map. I told you all we should have tied ourselves together.
As you take a step off into the water, Tim off to the other side. I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Do I have to, just out of curiosity, do I actually have to go into the water, or do I just want to move towards the sound?
Which is in the water, my friend.
As she does this, she's gonna try. She can't even reach Inko because he's so tall, but she's gonna at least slap his arm and say, "Snap out of it!"
Hey!
Oh, okay.
Do we have a crab familiar? That is my question.
Is this
Oh,
going
well,
to be Inkwa's familiar?
We'll just throw a frog on there for now.
I
Unless we
hope
can find
not.
I hope
Ink was not a fan of Clive. I don't know why.
You
So
are so
picky.
picky.
I'm trying to give you so much, man. Come on.
The ones that you've well, the badger was fine until it attacked. What did happen? Nick killed it.
It attacked you, and then I tried to
that's
help
what it
you.
was.
I
That's
helped
okay.
Well, having somebody who goes across the land with a sea creature is kind of so we'll see.
I mean,
Yeah,
crabs are
that's a
only
good point
kind
there.
of sea creatures.
Yeah.
No, frog. I don't want a spider.
Frog, please, spider.
Wait, what? Oh
And then-
shoot!
No, it's better. Okay. Let's see. Familiars and summons. So, is there anything remotely crab-like? Okay, back to the frog.
All right.
Yes.
There's Clive. Cool. All right. So 25 to 20. Okay. 20 to 15.
16.
17.
16 as well.
You can go first, Tim. Just because I want to see what happens.
Okay. 15 to 10.
12.
12.
Oh. And 14.
14.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying 4.
Nope. I just put that up because it made me remember.
And let's see. What is the Siren dexterity? Ooh, boyo. That's pretty fast, but rolled pretty shitty. And then Clive is... Where's Clive? Clive has a +2. Wow, for a crab, I'm surprised. But still, that is the last. That means Winley, you are up first.
And I don't actually see anything, right?
You watch as Tim kind of just takes a step off and begins to go towards the water.
Okay. I don't think she wants to get close to the water. So she's going to cast thaumaturgy to boom her voice 3 times as loud and just say, "Tim, snap out of it. Don't make me slap you again."
You yell this, and Darjan, that sound just comes straight into your ears of the yell. And
Wait, she
you're
doesn't have her things in yet. So
What? Goes through me.
True. It's a little dampened, but still kind of loud.
do I have any effect?
It unfortunately does not.
She's going to try to just stay where she is.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have that there? Excellent. Just making sure I have that ready to go. Okay. Would you like to hold an action?
Me?
Yes. Oh, I know you
Uh,
cast on maturities. Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool. So next up is Tim with Isolt on deck.
Can I what can I do?
Oh, yes, that's very true. You feel compelled to walk further into the water. And you are currently down in the water and slowly submerging yourself. The water above your head now. And you go down a good 10 feet.
Can I shape a bubble of water around my head before I go in to keep the air in? Do I have that much common sense?
No, unfortunately.
Damn!
It's not
So
a
you are
spell
currently-
of water breathing.
No, but it would buy me like maybe a couple rounds.
Hold your breath. How's your con?
But as you submerge yourself about 10 feet down, you are met with the pristine visage, but very high cheekbones, beautiful face, flowing orange hair of what many would consider a mermaid of sorts. Gills on the face, wide eyes, and it just kind of smiles at you. And even though there's sharp rows of teeth there, it's very alluring as it stares at you.
El Cantor's not going to help at all or anything. Not going to. No, I see how it is.
Oh, and Tamago Tora gives 500 bits for the party's relaxing swim.
Relaxing.
Isolt, your turn as you hear Tim just kind of step off the edge and just slide down and into the water.
All right, I want to turn because I mean we were told what was going on here, so I'm gonna turn and look for a siren because my first thought is it got Tim.
Roll a perception check. The water is quite choppy at the moment.
Perception, you say? Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You are able to see the gleam of Tim's chain with on his shoulders. And you can see the floating hair of a figure just in front of him, staring.
Okay. How far away is all of this?
It's a good 10 feet down and then another 10 feet underneath the water.
Okay. I want to step down. This is a bad idea. I'm going to step down and like lean into the side of the path a little bit and slide down. And I'm tall enough to be like about yay deep and be close enough to be within melee range of a siren. I want to try stabbing her. Okay,
yes. I will say I guess I can reveal where this one is.
Thank you.
It's oh, that's really tiny, but it is right in front of Tim there.
Okay, so yeah, I'm basically like next to Tim, but trying to maintain my footing so that I'm not like sliding under the water.
So Tim is 10 feet underneath the water at the moment, like 10 feet below.
I'll have disadvantage.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah, I'm gonna have disadvantage on this attack if I do it, but screw it, we're doing this. So yeah, I'm gonna like and go in after this siren.
You get low and you see it there staring at Tim, and then it looks at you. And Tim, it still looks so beautiful for your eyes, but it kind of just growls at Isolt with its jaw just unhinging like an angler fish. Just
okay.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab it right in that angler fish mouth.
All right, throw me some damage.
Well, I'll have to make the attack first.
At disadvantage, please.
At disadvantage. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Excellent. I have my shield on my arm, even though it's doing me absolutely no good right now. So that is a D8. That is 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Can I? Oh, wrong. So that is 10 points of damage. Excellent.
How does she react? How does the thing react to it? Sorry.
As you cleave through it, just like.
Does it seem to still be in relatively good shape?
It's the blood is starting to coagulate outwards. It's kind of a purplish hue.
Okay, I'm going to spend a
Dirties up the water.
I'm going to spend a spell slot to add a divine smite to that.
Okay.
Burn. Ooh. That is an additional 12 damage.
12 damage. Excellent. Come back. 12 damage. So you cut through it and just, and then all of a sudden, almost like a kickback reaction, you see a blinding light happen and flash in front of your eyes. It's looking pretty hurt.
Okay. Do I would incur attack of opportunity. So I'm going to, like, still holding my breath, maintain there, and like pull my shield down as best as I can. I'm strong. I'm really strong. So like pull my shield down in front of me to maintain my defense.
Awesome possum. All right. That ends your turn. DJ, you're up with Inqua on deck.
Yeah, I've been looking at some of my options. Everything, almost everything I do will hurt the other people too. So I was thinking I could create a minor illusion of another sea creature behind the Siren.
Mm-hmm.
And I could do it. It's down 30 feet, and it's a 5-foot cube that I could make an illusion of a creature.
Tim, I forgot to say, roll me a wisdom saving throw, just flat.
20.
20. As this blinding light flashes in front of your eyes, you blink your eyes, and the beautiful figure is no longer beautiful anymore. It's kind of hissing, anglerfish style. You are no longer charmed.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot about that. Dorjan, yes, what is up?
Cool. So I'm going to throw the minor illusion of, I was trying to think of what could menace one of these sirens. They probably are friends with sharks and things like that, but I was thinking an octopus would be able to grab it.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put an octopus around this thing to see if it reacts to that.
All right. As you cast the thing and the octopus emerges out of nowhere in front of your eyes, Tim just kind of just hooks around this siren. We'll make it have to do an intelligence saving throw. See if it can see through it. 10 plus 1, 11. Dorjan, what is your spell save DC?
Spell save DC is 13.
13. So Tim, before you see this siren begin to like try and dodge and weave away from this octopus who's just kind of just serpentining in this singular spot in front of you. But it's a very large octopus, almost 5 feet in diameter.
Yes.
Cool. Anything else you'd like to do, Dorjan?
Oh, there's a lot I'd like to do, but I could throw a bane at it, basically trying to.
Is Bane a bonus action?
It's a first level spell. The other one, it cantrips at will.
But that one is an action though to cast.
Yeah.
So yeah, unless it was an action and a bonus action, you cannot do both in the same turn.
Right. I was thinking that it would be a bonus action to do that. Nope. Inspiration. Yeah, no, nothing right now. Okay, because it doesn't stack. Anyway, so that's it for mine. I got the octopus on it, and I'm ready to pull Tim out if he comes close.
Okay, cool. Next up is Inqua. Inqua, you feel this pull to go within the water, and you go similar to Tim, good 10 feet down as let's move you to as another siren just kind of looks at you and kind of touches your face and just like, hello there.
Does she look like a cat siren?
Ooh.
Yes, strangely enough, it has very feline feline features.
So pretty.
Okay, Inqua, roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
That is a wisdom +2. That is a 21, sir.
21. You see this, and it's too good to be true to see a catfish person in the water.
A
And
catfish?
A catfish.
She catfished me.
you got catfished as you look. Wide eyes, big smile that just kind of creases all the way up, Joker style. Anglerfish just kind of grinning at you.
Can I react by like pushing the face away, or no?
Yeah.
I know I'm still. Am I?
Flavor wise, yeah, you're like, oh. As you push it away, it is the siren's turn. This one, as you push it away, is like, oh, okay. Just kind of reaches out with a finger and taps you on the nose. I'd like you to make a intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence, wisdom, targeting all the dumb stats.
Yeah, well, this is intelligence.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a 12.
12. Ooh, baby. Okay. You take 12 points of psychic damage as it touches you on the nose and goes boop, and all of a sudden your brain just goes poof, and you just kind of float there. You are stunned until the start of the next turn.
Okay, and I'm 10 feet underwater as well.
Yes.
Cool.
All
Exactly.
the bubbles come up and
It's floating to. That's gonna look fun for everyone else. Just the dead floating.
That fun is certainly one word.
Floating dragonborn. And you said 12 points, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
The one in front of you, Tim and Isolde, is just kind of trying to dodge out of the way of this octopus, but in doing so kind of like passes through it and then realizes this is an illusion, but it has spent its time just kind of flailing about.
Nice.
Meanwhile, behind you, Isolde, you feel a little tap on your shoulder. You see a very similar fish-like figure who also goes, boop. Intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Sure.
Boop your nose.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. As you feel all of a sudden this like that just kind of penetrates your body, but you're able to shake it off as you float there, and it's a little less
Stunning.
stunned. Not fun, she says. Meanwhile, this other one decides.
I don't take any damage from that.
You do not. No.
Cool.
Let me make sure. Succeed as. Nope. Yeah, you just succeed, and no damage. This other one quickly swims up and out of the water and takes its short sword.
Short sword.
Short sword.
Sword.
Up to you, Darjan, as it kind of comes up and then slithers up the map is still down via Twitch. Well, we're gonna we'll keep describing it as best we can as it slithers up the cliffside here, and it's gonna take its short sword to try and cleave at you, Darjan. Whoop. Ooh. 13 plus, or no, excuse me, 9 plus 6, so 15.
On
That-
the nose, I think.
Okay. That's a 1, so for 5 damage as it cleaves into you.
These are okay. Noted.
Next is, so yeah, no one's charmed anymore. That's good. But next up is Clive. Clive, hearing what is transpiring behind, it's like, yeah, I will help you, adventurers, and steps over here towards where Darjan is and is going to take an attack.
There it is. I couldn't find it. I see it.
Okay. Come on, Clive. Damn it, Clive. That's a 7.
Oh.
Oh.
First
He's
time
sorry.
in battle, Clive just swings wide as the Siren just kind of serpentines out of the way.
It's tough when they're not
Stupid
stationary
Clive.
objects.
Yeah, it's tough when it's not a giant boulder in the middle of the beach, you know.
Mhm.
Good try, Clive.
I'm glad Inkwa is unconscious for this.
You're stunned, not.
You're not unconscious. You just
Well-
stunned.
Well,
No, you're soaking in the horror of the situation.
Mhm.
Literally.
So next up, after Clive, is top of the order, Winley with Tim on deck.
Yeah, and Winley just quickly looks between. She sees the Siren on the cliff, but also sees that Inkwa is pretty incapacitated. So she is going to opt towards moving closer to the cliffside near Inkwa. Can she see the Siren in the water from there?
Yes, it's a good 10 feet down into
Yeah.
the water.
Okay, so she's gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Told
on
it.
that Siren.
All right. That is a
Wisdom saving throw.
wisdom saving. Yeah. Okay. That's a 19.
Oh,
Dang.
rude.
Yeah. She
So it goes boom, and Inkwa, you just kind of hear it as you're like, haha. But the Siren is undeterred.
Let me see. Is there anything else I want to do? No. She maybe she'll step one more away from that sea creature.
You slide down a little bit and realize it doesn't do anything, and then you kind of scuttle back upwards.
Like 5.
Like Clive, yeah.
up the seawall. But next, Tim is Salt on deck.
So I'm curious, am I deep enough down where if I go up and try and get air, it's going to get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Well, can I squeeze by Salt here?
Okay. Yeah.
I'll take a swing at the one that's bleeding at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Probably not gonna. Well, that'll definitely hit, but okay. So that would be, above 20. You want me to do math?
20.
Dang.
You hit.
Above 20. Do you want me to do math? Nah, you good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, brah.
Okay, so 14 damage.
14 damage. You cleave straight through across the neck and then the anglerfish head just kind of descends deep into the water as the body also kind of trails down, leaving like a smoke trail of blood downwards.
And you see, if I had done that first, and then I could have gone up for air, but here I am.
But
Here I am. Holding my breath.
Eh.
And yeah, I'll face the one that Assault's facing, and that is it for me.
Okay. Next up is Darjan with Inkwa on deck.
I'm sorry.
Or, excuse me, Assault, and then Darjan.
Thank you.
Yes, I speaking of the one that I'm facing, I'm going to take another stab at her. Whatever. That is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Brilliant. Oh my god, max damage, 13.
13. You cleave through the chest area as purple blood kind of just spills off into the side towards, let's see, right hand towards your area, Tim, as it just kind of clouds outwards. Cool. Anything
And I'm gonna reset my feet and just like nudge at it with the shield. Not actually try to make an attack, but just like poke. Nina.
Pick it up. Cool. Darjan, you are currently in front of a Siren with Clive at your side.
I'm gonna thunderwave this witch.
All right. Rock me like a thunder wave. What is the...
It's a con 13 save.
Con 13. Ooh, I rolled a 9 plus 1. That's a 10. So roll your damage.
Okay. 2d8. 2d8.
Inkwell, you're on deck.
Ooh, that's 12. 12 thunder damage, and the creature is pushed 10 feet away over the side.
As it gets launched off the side of the cliff and splashes into the water going... you said 10 damage or 12?
12.
12, nice.
8 and a 4. I can do math.
Just a big concussive sound reverberates, and those who, even those underwater, kind of just hear a...
Thunder crab. Oh!
Okay. Next up, Inqua, I believe you are...
At the surface?
You are stunned. So incapacitated, can't move, can only speak falteringly. Okay. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Okay. So you're just kind of boom as you're in the water currently with this figure in front. Next up are the Sirens. This one here in front of you, Inqua, is going to attempt to drag you further down. I would like you to make a strength saving throw at disadvantage.
So just for fun, the first one is a 19. Let's see what the second one is. The second one is an 11.
Okay. So with your body just kind of locked up in space, just kind of floating, this siren begins to drag you further down into the depths. You go 15 feet diagonally down. So you are 25 feet into the water.
Damn it.
Cool beans.
But after this, you are no longer stunned, but the other two sirens have an attack.
The other two?
Yes.
Oh, right.
So this one in front of you, Isolt and Tim, was like, that's not nice, and you really appreciated our song. It's going to boop you, Tim. Intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Come on now.
Intelligence saving throw, intelligence. Let's see. I'm gonna have roll 16.
16.
Yeah.
Boom.
God, because if that didn't make it, I'm just like, no.
This one here, very, very distraught about being yeeted off the cliffside, swims upwards and serpentines up, and is just, that wasn't nice. Boop. Intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Okay. $13.
13. You are fine as the rack of just almost like you're drowsy is the sensation you get, but you're able to shake it off as this one just kind of hisses at you. Okay. Hisses at Darjan. Thank you. Those are the Sirens. Next up is Clive, who is now trying to like get their bearings. Sees that the other one came back. He's going to go for a claw attack onto.
Stupid Clive.
You're jinxing Clive, man.
Let's inspire Clive. Wait. Oh, what'd he get?
That would have to be from James, I think. But well, unless we can.
He's having so much performance anxiety right now. 5. He rolled a 5.
Okay.
It happens.
Why are my ally characters so useless for you all?
It happens to everyone, Clive.
Well, as Clive Augustus Volodat the First said, if you fail once, you try again.
Well, you might have to try a third time.
As you say that, it is your turn, Winley, with Tim on deck.
If I move to the square, am I still not in the water, or am
Not
I
in the water, but you're kind of like angled on the cliffside.
Okay, so I'm gonna get right towards the cliffside, getting a little closer to Inqua, so I can see where the siren is that pulled Inqua down, and she's going to just try casting Toll the Dead again.
Okay. Ooh, that failed.
Okay, but this one does not have any damage yet, right?
Does not yet, no.
Okay. Okay, let me see. That would be a 2.
2 damage as Inqua below, you just kind of hear a underneath the water. But the siren in front of you just kind of shakes its head as it.
Does it at least have a slight headache now?
Inqua, when you look at it, it's the left eye's a little twitchy.
Inqua's drowning, so he probably doesn't even notice.
Next up is Tim with Thistle.
So I can change the opacity of the water that the siren is in, right?
Yes.
So it can't see?
Yes, would you like to make it dark?
Yes.
Okay, you make it pitch black. And Isolt in front of you, the water just goes as if a squid just inked its way through.
And I'm going to swim up, breathe that precious, precious air, and then come back down so I can catch it if it tries to move.
Okay. So you are back up into the
Actually, can I? I'm gonna go all the way around it in case it tries to go on the land. Box it in.
Okay. So you went upwards, right? It's going to try and flail outwards at you. Disadvantage. That's a 7 plus a 6, so 13 to hit. Just narrowly misses your foot as it just like kind of aims outwards as a sword. Isol, you see kind of just come out of the inky blackness. But that is Tim's turn. Isol, you're up.
Well, using the movement that I can see that flailed out of the darkness briefly, I'm going to try to triangulate that and be like, I can't see worth a damn. I'm going to try anyway because I cannot have double disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try stabbing at this fucking thing.
We're on level playing field now.
Thank you. Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. Thank you. Everyone knows to let me know if my mic starts getting weird. All right, so I'm going to stab this thing, or attempt to. 14 to hit.
14, I believe. Hits, yes.
Yes. Brilliant. Minimum damage though, so 6.
6. You cut into it as the black water in front of you starts to have a bit of a purple hue kind of mix out in front of you. Okay,
and if I remember the rules for holding your breath underwater in D&D correctly, you have like a minute before you have to start making con rolls.
So
it's been a minute since
holding breath is kind of ridiculous. You hold a minute plus your constitution. So it's if your constitution's like a +5, you can hold your breath for 6 minutes underwater.
Oh, okay, I'm fine. I've got 4 minutes.
Yeah.
This combat will be over long before I run out of breath, because I was like, do I need to go get air? No, I took a deep breath before I got in. All right. I'm gonna resettle and then just be ready to smack at anything that tries to run from me.
Okay. Matt, you're having perplexed face right now. What's up?
You're
No. I was just I'm just like thinking about you can holding your breath that long, because I was
right.
Person too. I was just like, oh, it's got to be like a minute. And when you said, oh yeah, you just add your con saving, and I'm like, oh, so 1 minute and 3 seconds, and you're like, no, like.
Well, and the thing about it, of course, is 10 is considered like normal human. So a normal human could hold their breath for a minute, but someone with a constitution of 16, this is someone who runs around with plate armor on all the time.
Right.
That was Isolde. Jean, you're up. Inqua on deck.
All right, I don't want to use up all my spells right away. So I am going to get my rapier and stab a siren.
Okay. Stab away.
Okay. Okay, well, I rolled 19. 4.
That hits. Roll some damage.
1d8. Plus 3, that's 7.
7?
Yes, it's 1d8 plus 3, 7.
Excellent. As you stab into it, you pull back and nary a scratch on it, but it kind of like crumbles inwards. And then you kind of look over to your left and you see Clive just wide-eyed. Mandibles kind of dropped. Just like Clive Augustus Voladat the First.
And then as my bonus action, I am going to use my Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
I can use 1 inspiration to grant 5 temporary hit points to up to 3 creatures that I can see and within 60 feet.
Okay.
And then it says each creature can immediately lose its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay. I'm assuming one of those will be Inqua, yes?
Oh, yes.
I would like you to make a perception check to see if you can see him over or underneath the lapping waves.
Okay. Perception. Where the heck is it? There it is. Okay. $13?
13. You can just barely see the golden horns.
Yes. All right.
So, Inqua gets how much temp hit points?
5 temp hit points. And he can make an immediate reaction to move up to his speed. If he's awake.
Mm-hmm.
GTFO.
Yeah.
Is the siren that's dragging me get an opportunity attack, I'm assuming?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, that's right. That's what you just said. Perfect.
Does not.
It's just going to try and get up as fast as possible.
Do I only get to look in one direction, or do I get to look in 2 directions?
It says anyone you can see, right?
Yep.
Yeah, anyone you can see.
Cool. So, up to 3 creatures. So, both Tim and Isolde get the same 5. And
honestly, don't worry about me, because temporary hit points can't stack, and I haven't lost any.
Okay. I thought you did.
Nope, I have not been
Clive
hit.
does. Okay, then I can. Has Clive lost any hit points?
Well, he doesn't have any
Clive
temporary.
But he doesn't have any temporary yet.
Beauty. Give it to him.
Give in. And he will use that to come around and see that Inqua is surface once more. Kind of just gets around over to here and begins to swim just a little bit deeper. Inqua, as you basically feel this mantle of inspiration, you see a shimmery purple cloak surround your shoulders, and it just goes shoots you up 30 feet into the water. Or not into the water, out of the water.
Yes, that's very epic. Thank you,
You like the dolphin sound as he comes out?
No, friend. It's the Free Willy theme song.
Yeah, exactly. And then Darjan is undergoing like this. And I like go over Darjan. And then my tail smacks Darjan, smacks them in the face.
Inqua, you're 25 feet above this siren, and it is your turn.
Am I out of the water yet, or no?
You're chest up.
I'm now. Oh, okay.
You're
And there's a siren 25 feet below.
25 feet below, the one who was dragging you further into the depths.
Okay. Question: When I was there, did I drop everything I had to get to it, or do I still have all my weapons and stuff on me?
Technically, you wouldn't have. Rule-wise, you don't drop anything.
Okay. Still, I am going to get out of the water immediately and just scramble up the side of the bank and get as close to Darjan as possible, because I think Darjan is still like in the middle of the trail.
Yeah.
Yep, and you are able to pin yourself here.
Yeah, just a bit. And then just get bearings and ready in action to, if I see any siren pop their stupid little head up, just.
I mean, there's a
Wait,
siren
you can-
right now in front of Darjan.
Yes.
Oh,
the
there
bank.
is.
On the bank, yes.
Oh, in that case, instead of being directly next to Darjan, I did not see that. I will get like maybe 5-10 feet away from it, and then point blank do a sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter.
Right into
Thank
the
you.
Stupid face.
Roll away.
It was a 19 plus something. Oh, plus 1. That's a dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You
Let's do this. Let's do this.
as the. Or wait, actually, yeah. Roll some damage first.
Okay, that's going to be a 4 plus 2 plus 10. 16 damage.
As it just kind of careens down the slope back into the water and just kind of.
Thank you, Darshot. And it was just dripping with.
Thank you. Get it away. Get it away. Get it away.
There. Next up is the Sirens, who this one's going to try and get out of the darkness, and it does.
Which one, James?
The one below, or sorry, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thomas, where are you? The siren moves southwards of Isolt and is going to attempt to boop you once more. Intelligence saving throw, please.
All right.
Just
I assume by you mean assault.
Yes, Isolt.
Oh,
See?
right now.
That's why I'm like, use character names.
Yeah,
I
we're
know
all
who you're
thinking like
talking to.
podcasters
Please,
now.
please.
Oh, goodness. 17.
17. Another boop, another and another as you stare at this siren who is getting very furious with you.
And then I free a hand from the sword just long enough to flip her off and then grab the sword again.
Does that provoke an attack?
She doesn't
Because
move out of
they're
it.
10 feet below and you went to surface for air. You are.
I came back down.
Oh, you did come back down.
Yeah.
Oh well, it is still within your spaces there.
Yeah, it's still within the melee
Yeah, I
range.
wanted
She had
to be
to
able
boop me.
to get an attack of opportunity if it tried to get away.
Yeah, but she's not trying to get away yet.
But does that count as an attack towards assault?
Yes, I would
Okay.
think.
Then I'd like to take my swing at disadvantage.
Okay, yeah. Was it Sentinel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, that's a 17 plus a large number.
That hit.
That's a 16 plus a large number.
That hits.
Yay!
Yay!
Movement is reduced to 0, and the dice. That is 14 damage.
14 damage. You cut into the black water that you created, and you just hear a and then you watch as it drifts downward out of the inky black further into the inky black. Oh, I need some more descripting words.
No,
The
you just need water puns.
The wine dark sea. Go classical with us.
As its body cleaved from right scapula down to left hip, goes down into the water.
Oh my god, probably the last thing it saw was me flipping it off.
Actually, it didn't see you flip it off because Tim would have stopped it in its spot.
That's wonderful.
So you flip off into the darkness and bloosh.
Bloosh. Bye.
Next up, this one does not know that the other ones are dead yet. So it's going to swim upwards. See the crab. Curious about the crab. That would be 25, 30, gets to here and pops its head out and just kind of hisses at you all. The ones that are up on the cliff. Particularly you, Winley, because you seem closest. It will actually use its action to get a little closer. And now it's just going to hiss at you.
She'll hiss back.
Yeah, I feel like that's...
Next up is Clive, who's in the water. Sees it making its way towards Winley. Will move over towards it and in the water. Come on, Clive. He's going to attempt to attack.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
Can we inspire Clive?
Stop picking at our dad on our data chick.
Don't inspire. It's not worth it.
Okay.
Clive's
Their claw falls off.
It's his first time in combat. No one does well on their first time in combat.
I did.
Except for what's her name? Dahlia. Dahlia did pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Vidalia's a fucking protege.
Dahlia blinded
Prodigy.
cryo
What I'm looking
Prodigy,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh
So,
yeah, Tim's protege. Yeah.
Clive just swings wide.
Swing wide.
We'll go to Winley.
And-
You're up. With
Yeah.
where it is, hit where it's going to be.
Winley just thinks to herself, oh my gosh, it was right there. Yeah. And Winley will just don't worry, Clive, I got you. And she's gonna cast Toll the Dead one more time on this.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, it fails.
Yes. And it's damage. So I can do 12.
Yep, 12 damage. Or 12 D12.
7.
7. Boom! Now it is above water. Everyone is able to hear it. For you all on the other opposite side, Isolt and Tim, it just kind of go. But yeah, it is right up in front of you as it.
So if I move, it'll get a attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
She's just gonna
Okay.
kind of try to do a power pose.
Power posing.
Yeah.
Yep, on the cliff side. Here's the slope side. You're just like,
Mm-hmm.
hell yeah. Next up, Tim. 10 feet below in the water.
Yeah, I'm swimming up and dragging myself up here to get a vantage point.
Yep, you look over and you see on the far end Winley being soaked in with water or from the rain as this siren is just kind of hissing at her.
10 up. I can move a little closer.
10 up, because it is water that is difficult terrain.
Okay, that would actually. All right, then I'm good there. I'm
Yeah.
good. Just along the edge. I'll try shooting at it with my crossbow.
All right, disadvantage, please.
Yep. So hold on, let me see if it's even worth continuing to roll after that. Where is it? Sorry.
It's okay.
Is it? Should I roll past the 12?
Nope.
Okay.
As you ready your crossbow, and then all of a sudden Elkander's like, Tilla, come on. We had a very good... And then, like, you feel your arm just kind of jerk a little to your right as you...
What a jerk.
Wow. He's
This
Wow,
is a
so
toxic
needy.
relationship.
So needy. Yeah.
But yeah, that is Tim. Isolt, you're up.
All right, I want to angle my swim to like get over here because I would look up and see movement on the path above us, and I want to aim for like here when I come up out of the water.
Okay. I would
So
say you could get up.
at the spot on the path between were names Inqua and Darjan.
I would say you could get up onto the slope slide with the movement and then having to get up on to the slope.
All right, so yeah, I'll come up and be like between them.
Just a little bit down
Okay.
on the slope.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could argue otherwise with trigonometry, but I cannot be bothered. So yeah, I'll just like climb out, shaking myself off and just being like, well, that's unpleasant. Because there is nothing I can do down here. I want to use my action to double move to be near Winley.
Okay. Go ahead.
So yeah, I'm over on this side now.
You shimmy past Inqua and then slide down on the opposite slope side.
And just like take a stand next to her, looking down at the siren and be like, hey, if you don't want to go the way of your friends, fuck off.
Mm-hmm. The threat has been made. Let's see if they live long enough to react to it. Darjan, you're up.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep thinking, it's like you guys keep getting in my way. I can't just throw stuff. Yeah, I'm going to take out my, I tell you what, Ink was right after me. Ink was already got his bolt ready. I need to get mine ready. So I'm going to get mine ready while he does his thing.
So you're going to fire after Inqua? You're going to hold your action to do so?
Well, I have to, let's see, can I get out my...
Yeah, you can get your crossbow out.
Okay, I'm going to get my crossbow out and then shoot. There we go.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Crossbow. 19.
19 hits.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Kill it.
+3. 6.
6.
Because, yeah, I got to protect my buds.
Pins it on the right shoulder. It's looking pretty blue. Next up, Inqua.
Yeah. I'm going to sharpshoot that bitch. Let's do it. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Oh, okay. Cool. And then, let's see. He's a... Sorry, I should know this by now.
I hear you.
That's an 18 damage.
18 damage. Claim your kill, sir.
He's just gonna, quickly get the scope of the situation, do it as he's still dripping wet, and as he lets it go, he knows it's gonna hit its mark, so he's gonna go to walk to the other downed Siren next to Darjan and pull out his arrow and put it back. He's grumpy now. He's gonna retrieve his arrow from that one.
I now completely understand why he favors cats. He is a cat when he gets soaking wet.
He's a grumpy cat.
Grumpy cat, total.
You just go.
Yeah, he's not even gonna.
And then you walk over as you pull out the arrow. All of a sudden, when you just see the arrow just.
Yeah.
Could you get that
And
for me, Winley? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna do it. She's gonna get it. She's gonna pull out the arrow and she's gonna say, "Poor unfortunate soul." They walk up.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
I was hoping you would take that line to go to break on. That's brilliant.
Thank you all so much for joining us up to this point. I'm sorry you guys couldn't see the map. I am unsure where Thomas is at the moment. Hopefully,
Can we take a break? We could take a break. Right?
I mean, if nothing else,
We're
we
going to
can walk away.
Well, we'll see what happens. When we cut away, we'll see if we hear Thomas's disembodied voice. Let's see what happens when we go to break. Hit that bathroom, get that snack, and we'll see you all in 7 to 10 minutes.
Amy.
Yes, indeed. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, Amy. Hearing our cries of help and putting up the map for us. Thank you very much. Very much, very much. So, welcome back, everybody. Hope you all had your bio break, and I know that the map was there for a brief moment. It was just, you know, a little pathway, a little cropping, a little water.
A lot
Hopefully-
of
A
water.
little water, yeah.
Who's that?
App speak in the water? What?
Yeah.
Too many noises.
But as you five and Clive begin to pull yourselves out of the water, you are once more on the path leading upwards to the outcropping of good 50 feet up with this couple of switchbacks leading up there.
You know what we have to call ourselves now? The Five and Clive.
I like it.
It is good. And for the record, Nick, I don't hate Clive as Inqua. I find him annoying as Matt. That's what it is. That's
Got
all
it.
it is.
Got it.
Inqua is indifferent.
Horrible.
Clive
What-
is.
Winley's gonna go up to Clive and pat him on his shell and say, "That was a good try, Clive."
Thank you, thank you. I don't know any of your names.
Oh my god.
Oh,
We should introduce ourselves. That's true.
Well,
You
Clive, how
just-
did you know? What did you know of us? Like, what? I would be curious. Guess our names. What do you think?
yeah.
we are?
What do I look like?
What were you calling us in your mind before?
Oh, well,
Poofy hair.
Poofy hair.
let's see here. I mean, I've only known Neral, and I've only read Clive Augustus Volida, the first Esquire's book. So,
You can call me Tim.
look like
Tim, we're playing a game here.
It's a mean game.
It's not a mean game.
Ugh.
I just want to know when I come across to strangers. That's all.
you look like an Augusta.
Who? To who?
When the orange-haired one.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Darjan
No, the one with the fancy dress.
Augusta. Okay.
Well, Tim is Tim, and then the one with the wild hair would be Sally.
Sally Forth.
Yes, yes. And the one with the stern look, but very much the ever image of a knight. Very good. You will be Sir Craig.
Egg? Okay.
Craig.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Do I really have a craggy face? Yeah. I'll roll
No,
with that.
not
Craig.
Crag. Craig.
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 And the dragon looking human person here will be Maximus the Destroyer.
Whoa!
Well, I'm never going to call you anything else, Maximus.
That's-
Oh.
Inqua's going to laugh, even after being drenched and all this stuff. He's going to laugh and give a little hearty pat on the back of Clive and be like, "You're all right, Clive."
excellent.
Maximus the Destroyer.
Do you want to know our actual names, or do you like the ones that you've picked?
I forgot most of them already.
That's fair. I'm Isolt.
Isolt. Okay.
And I'm Winley. Winley Glorybow.
Winley Glorybow. A pleasure.
Inqua, nice to meet you. Inqua, nice to meet you. I just saw DJ Sally.
And then last, but certainly not least, Darjan, but you can call me DJ.
Very well. Well, thank you for the encouragement, Winley. This has been my first outing as an adventurer, and it is much different than books.
Well, for what it's worth, I have seen a lot of combat, and it is very common for people who enter their first combat to have a difficult time of it. You survived, and that is a good step.
And you also didn't run away.
Also, very good step.
Should we do a montage of Tim teaching Clive how to use a crossbow?
That
seems to work.
I'm a little afraid. Even Winley's afraid of that.
That would definitely fall under, we're going to get shot in the back.
No, he's got to have a sword, man. He's got to have a sword too, right? Big crab claw sword.
No, give him a pike.
Ooh.
He has.
I have my weapons here. I must learn to use them on not rocks.
Yes.
All right. Well, how about this, Clive? I can take the lead so that if something attacks us, I can beam between it and you give me directions.
Very well. Yes.
And
Yes.
just to be safe, maybe I can also be between you and Assault, so that if something happens, you just have that little bit of extra protection.
Very good. Very good.
We all just keep passing.
and then it's like, and then it gets to Inkle, and he's
No,
like,
I was gonna say,
Just to be
Clive, I've
safe.
got your back, because I was thinking Clive would be a great shield.
He's an excellent shield.
just he goes down the line, then he was like, just to be safe, maybe you should go back to the beach and wait for us there. Watch the horses. I think that's a good idea. Oh.
I'd be more than willing to be behind Clive.
Well, Clive, I do have a question. I know you've done your research and have seen the area. Were those the sirens, the 3 sirens? Have there been more, or is that all that you know to exist?
All that I know.
There were 4.
Four.
Inkle was. I'm sorry, guys. 4.
No, you're fine. I'm just grumpy about them because we got mauled.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I say that I didn't get hurt.
Yeah, I'm fine.
No. Those were the ones that are kind of bullies. So you've got rid of them. So good on you.
I don't much care for bullies.
Yes. Neither does Clive Augustus the first.
Voladath, the second year.
Yes, that's the first. Esquire.
Esquire.
Oh, Esquire. Yeah.
Esquire.
The Esquire is quite important. All right, shall we continue onward? Is everyone all right?
Maximus the
Yeah.
Destroyer.
Maximus, dear heart, are you quite all right? You looked a little shaken when you came up.
I literally felt like I just saw death, but I'm doing okay.
right.
We need to press on, though. I think we need to press on.
Let's press on then.
So you all gather yourselves once more. Oh, yes.
Nothing.
Okay. Gather yourselves once more, and you go along this straight path that eventually hooks to the right and begins to climb its way up the outcropping, hooks left once more, and then you continue to ascend, and you are a good 80 feet above the water as you come onto this plateau. And you see the tower standing above you with a couple surrounding buildings, or attachments, if you will, connected to the tower. So you can't just enter the tower immediately. There's some exterior buildings that are linked up to it. Solid stone building of about 50 feet wide, taking up the most of the back portion of this plateau on this raised up island. Double doors stand at the entrance.
Well, I don't suppose we should knock.
I would rather not. Who
Try
among
your
us,
spell to see if it'll open.
well, I
I
was
can
going
do
to
that.
say, who among us is fairly quiet and can open the door and peek inside? See if there's perhaps a problem right on the other side.
If we're
Yeah.
talking stealth-wise, I feel like myself and Darjan are probably.
You two are certainly quieter than Tim or I.
But the
Right.
question is opening the door.
There's that. Do the doors look like they would be heavy to open? I wouldn't be able to tell if they're locked from here, but I would wonder if they look like they haven't been moved in a while and might take some strength to open.
Mm-hmm. These are very large wooden doors that, even from your distance, have a bit of decoration to them. Very standing, obviously, are two lightning bolts each on each door, but even the central area where you can see some hand rings, there is a little bit harder to see just due to the distance, but a face kind of carving that has been placed onto the two doors and kind of splits down the middle.
Anyone else getting labyrinth flashbacks?
Yes.
Are there windows nearby too?
Windows? From this side, no windows.
Dojan, what do you think? I think we got this.
I think we've got this. We'll be quiet, but you've got the strength to do this.
Well,
Cool.
we got this.
Roll me some stealth checks, please.
I actually don't know.
19.
19.
And I got a 15.
15. You both press onward, going very heel to toe, stepping on the outside ridges of your feet, and you get closer. Inqua, immediately the face reminds you of home. The face of a very angry dragonborn, mouth wide, snarling, very furrowed brow, just yelling out to whoever comes towards it.
I am going to relay it, since I'm glad Darjan came, because I'm going to relay it to Darjan and say, this is a dragonborn from Dambrath, the city of Dambrath. This was part of it. I'm assuming that's what I'm recognizing it from.
Yeah, you recognize it as the dragonborn god Typhon.
Typhon, got it. Cool. Yeah, I grew up to think that I was a direct descendant of Typhon, the god of storms, but I don't think it's true. I don't know, but I was told a lot of lies. I like how he's doing this as they're like sneaking up to the thing. There was a lot of lies told to me as a kid, but like, yeah, it was okay. Yeah, just letting you know.
And Darjan, as you approach, the facial structure of this dragonborn looks somewhat similar to Inqua in its just like the construction of it.
Ask him, is it your brother? What color is the face?
You mean on the etching?
Yeah, the face, you know it to be the god Typhon, but Darjan, as you look to the sculpture and to Inqua, it's kind of similar.
And that's why I ask him, is that your brother?
That's the actual, from what I can tell, that's the dragon god Typhon, who's the Lord of Storms, one of the numerous gods in the dragonborn community. I was told I was a descendant, which maybe makes sense now why why my brother Sheris is bringing us here. Maybe it has something to do with that. But I really don't think that we are. Again, that's what our father told us as kids. But like, you're a racist, Tim. In the chat, Tim says, all dragonborn look the same to me. I just thought that's.
I'm glad he said it, so I didn't have to accuse other people of thinking it.
Yes.
Exactly.
I wasn't even thinking that. I was just thinking because they
No,
look
it right. But yeah.
Yeah. No, but maybe it's a good thing. Maybe we can use that as leverage if that guy sees us.
I did not even think about that, and I do know quite a bit of that, the history. So maybe we can. Okay.
Let's use that as leverage.
Tiptoeing to the.
Yeah, you take a very long time to go 30 feet.
Yeah.
But you eventually
Backstory.
But you make it to the doors, unharried.
Can we yank on the doors?
You pull on the door rings.
Yeah.
You open it up. It still makes a kind of a scraping sound as it does, but you peer in and a little bit of a torchlight but from the little bit that you can see, it seems to be just an open room. The other door kind of blocking the other portion of it.
Darjan's got the night vision, though, right? Or the dark vision.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll let Darjan. What do you see?
How far are you pulling open the door?
Darjan, what
Enough
do you
for-
have I see?
Just enough for Darjan to like get a
Good, like 4 inches. So you look, Darjan, and left or right door?
left door.
Left door. Okay. So you crack it open, and Darjan, what you're able to see is basically just an open space, kind of lit by torchlight. And as you look over, you can see a bit of a window on the far end. But otherwise, it's kind of empty. You look upwards, no candlelight chandelier. It's just a couple torches that you can see, and then the open window on the far end.
Ooh.
What do you think? Do we come in the door?
Let's close it. Oh, it's open. There's a window on the far side. Do you think we should get over to the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Let's tell the
Yeah,
group.
we'll motion to the group like this way, but not
Mhm.
door, around window.
This is a moment when I wish there was like Faerun sign language.
Whatever happened to our like stones?
Oh yeah, that's right.
We
That's
have
right.
what?
The
Sending stones.
Sending stones.
Oh my god, I forgot about those.
Yeah, we have them still. Someone's got them on their person. I don't know.
I mean, probably me. I'm usually the one to carry useful things.
I would imagine I might have gotten one.
I will
Except
say-
everyone
One,
forgot
the
about
one you're
them.
looking for.
I would say you have the intelligence enough because as you approach the
Yes.
doors, there is a bit of the building itself on the southern side. You have the intelligence to know that the window on the opposite side is probably over the cliff edge
Cliff.
on the opposite side.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's
It's so
off the cliff.
would have made the same assumption and been like, yeah, that's gonna be a sheer cliff over there.
Or yes.
And then we say we could see nobody.
Winley's just confused.
This is great for podcast listeners. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry. We're making all
Wait,
these
yeah.
sign language.
Yeah,
things.
waking. Yeah.
There's nothing resembling sign language. This
Look-
is
It's just,
No,
I
come on.
beg to differ.
Winley's
sir.
just gonna sneak over there.
Yeah, I'm looking inside.
What are you guys saying?
I'm looking inside and I'm making eye gestures and then I'm gesturing toward the people to come here,
Yeah.
come here, because we don't see anybody.
yeah.
As you
come.
begin to like you look inside and you begin to gesture, Winley, you just kind of be like your pop up there.
Hey, what's up, girl? I
I don't understand what your hand signals
Oh.
meant.
we were just waving to say come closer because there's no one inside the room. and
Okay.
we could go in this way. There's a window over.
I'll just look at Tim and be like, what do you think? Are they gonna need saving in about 5 seconds?
that's what I'm watching.
I put my eye back to the door.
It's so cute. It's like mom and
We
dad.
closed
watching
it
their
part
kids
way. We closed
the
it part way,
playground.
but I'm putting my eye to the door until
The
everybody
older
gets there.
human woman and the
Yeah.
teenage human male
What do you
are just
think?
looking at
Yeah.
each other like the mom and dad of the group.
The two fighters of the group are like they're gonna get themselves killed.
As you two
No,
say
Clive,
that you
stay back, stay behind us.
as you two say that, you do watch Clive begin to move forward, and he makes not a single sound as he just scuttles forward.
Clive.
I want that ability. Whenever
And then he pops up and Clive.
What are we
Did you
waiting?
spill your drink, Matt?
Yeah.
Waiting for the others to get here so we can come in.
Ah, I see. And then Clive scuttles back. They're waiting for you all to get over there.
I'll make some stealth rolls at disadvantage. Okay, let's
Let's do this.
Well, we don't see anyone, right? So like
Right.
we're
No.
assuming that no one.
Stealth
you
is still probably a good idea if we
Okay.
can.
That's a good point.
When
we're
if you'd
bad
like
at
to
it.
stealth as well, you may roll.
I got
Oh.
with disadvantage 22. I'm very pleased with myself.
That is I wasted a nat 20. I'm very upset about this. I got a
Come on,
6.
sneaky.
6.
Winley got a 15.
15.
I'm very upset about losing that nat 20, though.
Just right on top of Clive.
Clive, make yourself useful. Carry me. No, I'm kidding.
Clive just kind of sneaks back as Tim, you with your less than reputable prior occupation are able to make your way through.
You look so wounded, my friend.
Gassed.
Well, the truth hurts.
Generally, yes. Especially when inserted between the third and fourth ribs.
Your chain makes it.
No more chain. I'm free of the chain.
Oh no, you're fine. Isolde has.
No, it's me.
Isolt's making the
Oh.
jingle jangle.
When he said you, he meant Isolde, not Tim.
I feel like
Oh,
all of our
right.
heads
Right.
turn like.
Yeah.
Look,
As the mail goes jingle jangle jingle.
I'll pick up a rock and throw it at Darjan.
John, you feel pebble kind of just hit you on the head.
Okay. The most
I
chaotic,
look up to see if anybody's like throwing stuff down.
This is the most chaotic, like stealth entrance I think ever. It's just
When you have two people who have disadvantage on stealth, there's going to be chaos on stealth checks. It's just
We're all there, right? We're all there,
Yep.
right?
yeah, we're all
You're all there.
Equa,
Whoa,
pull the door. Pull the door.
yanks. Nah, I'm
Why
just
did
kidding. He'll
you
pull it
guys-
open slowly.
I back away. The whole point of opening a door and them going ahead was to trigger any traps.
See, you didn't think of that.
No, that's what your job is.
Whoa!
But you're all here. Like I'm still backing away. Like
As Ink was slowly pulling it open, trying to concentrate, why don't you ask that sword of yours, Tim, to help out?
Why don't you give me the door?
The door goes as it's a good 2 or 3 feet open for you all to walk through.
Fuck it, let's do this.
Burst in.
You burst in like, "Ah!"
But that's the Iqua's going first. Iqua's going first.
Can I basically in a 5-foot area in front of the door, basically anyone who goes in, shave off all the water?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
Iqua's, show your face first.
And he'll put his head in there.
You put your head in there. You don't see anything, but you're able to get the full layout of the room. It's about 15 feet high,
Guys,
and
it's about 15 feet high, and
the north side
north-
is a flat wall, as is the south side. The south side there is a door immediately to your left, as well as the window a little bit further down, and then on the far right diagonal, you see a double doors that, seeing the layout, will probably lead you up into the.
Okay. Now, does this remind me of anything I've before dreamt of, or any type of layout of Dam Breath that I would have come across? Like, is it reminiscent in architecture or bones, I guess, if that makes sense?
No.
Cool. Guys, I have no idea what this is.
Fantastic.
Are we all entered now?
Yeah, I was going to say it seems safe if
Yeah,
we all
let's go.
I mean, safe-ish.
I follow Inqua, and then you guys can be
Yeah,
behind
me
us.
too.
Yeah.
And did you say all the water came off of us?
Yeah, Tim's basically like shaping water as you walk through. Just
Everyone's hair's pulled back from it.
And Winley looks at she's like, and then she just hugs Tim.
Aw.
my
Priorities.
my hair's always pulled back. That's fine. Well, almost
And
always.
then Clive starts to die because he needs water to live.
Oh no! No!
No, that's where the water goes.
Oh, to
Okay,
Clive, got
okay.
it.
just to surround him in like a bubble.
Bubble of water. There you go.
I love it.
All
right.
Clive walks through and it's just like, well, where do we go now?
Onward and upward.
Yes,
Yeah.
upward.
So yeah, there is that door to the south as well as the double doors.
All right.
Let's not waste time.
Yeah, I'll take point. I still have a shield on my arm, but I've sheathed my sword, so I have a hand free to open doors.
I agree with Winley. Let's split up.
I did not say that.
Is that what Tim said? Good
Winley
idea.
is not that insane, boy.
Good idea, Tim.
We might want to listen at that door first to make sure there's nobody there.
Tim just wants to go look for treasure.
Yeah, I'll go up to the door and put my ear to it to listen through and see if I hear anything.
She goes right by DJ and says, "Yeah, no."
I was gonna say though, too, Clive, haven't you been here before? You and Moral? Is that
Yeah.
Oh no, we just lived in the caves. We didn't go
Oh.
in.
But I thought you said that the blue dragonborn took over your space. Like took over.
Well,
So-
I mean, did I say that?
I thought you
Yes.
did. You did say that.
Kinda.
Yeah, I was like, you did say that. Roll for deception.
That's how I heard it, Clive.
Okay, let me rethink about.
Look what we found.
Oh,
Okay, let me see how I can, because he
Salvage
hasn't
it.
gone up there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, when he took that part of Miral the Shellets and, killed her, it is the seizing of a space, if you will. I haven't been up here, but
Okay.
he has ruined my home.
Mm. Don't worry. We'll reclaim it for.
Yes, I'm sorry
For
you
your
have to
friend.
keep reliving that.
Inqua.
He said that he had been here before. Don't worry, buddy. We will reclaim it in their name. Smash
Yeah.
cut too.
Isol.
Assault with their ear. Exactly.
Your perception check.
Okay. I was waiting to get the word, the DM word to do so. Nat 20, 24.
You press your ear against the
The D20, the Nat 20 is not wasted any longer. Well, maybe.
and you extend your ear out. And you have to kind of focus your brain away from the rain outside, from the lapping of the waves, from your friends talking with Clive. But you press your ear against the door and you hear a bit of a
What does it sound like to me? What kind of, does it sound like a machine of some variety that I might have come across, or like,
it sounds crackly. Not fire crackly, but similar.
does it sound a little bit like when I push the shock and drop?
Yes.
Okay, so I can hear a captured lightning somewhere. Does it sound close?
You know it's within that room. With that perception check, you know it's beyond the doors.
Would it be reasonable to assume it's some sort of trap?
I will leave that to your imagination.
You don't want to do that, friend.
Wait, which doors are you listening at?
the ones that lead to the stairs that'll go up.
Oh no, that one is towards the northwest. The southern doors are the ones that Darjan was wondering about.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
So
Well,
the
we
double
definitely
doors
don't
to
want to
the
go that
northwest.
way.
We're looking at I don't know, where there might be treasure.
I'll back away from that door, watching it very warily, and say, I don't think we should go through that door if we don't absolutely have to.
Mm,
There's some sort of
Well-
captured lightning on the other side.
Captured lightning.
Like this, and I'll actually like point at the sword at my side at the shock and drop, like that, but bigger.
Mm.
So, unless we can figure out some way to disable it, I would not recommend going that way.
Want to take a look at the door then?
The door heading up, sure.
No, I mean the door with the potential trap behind it.
Why don't we go up?
Yes.
Or are you so fixated on treasure?
You're the one who needs more money to buy better armor.
We're already
Guys?
getting shark treasure.
I'm not worried
All right,
about
treasure
all
could be-
right. Guys, all right, let's go up and see if we can figure out how to get rid of this guy. Then we can get anything we want from here.
An excellent point. I am not worried about treasure.
La-di-da.
Okay, should we listen at the other door?
Sure.
Who's listening on this side of the door? For this door.
Winley will.
I was going to
She's
say,
getting Winley's getting impatient.
I think Winley's perception is actually higher than mine.
14.
14. You press your ear up against the door. Focus out the rain, the waves. Don't hear anything.
Okay, well, it sounds clear.
All right, let me take point on this, Winley.
Okay.
And I'll glance at the others,
Mm.
unless Tim wants to assert himself.
Tim's over at the other door still.
Have fun.
What is Tim doing on the other side? Or
Looking, I'm just going
are
in,
you,
just
are
looking
you
along
looking for
the edges.
traps? Are you looking for traps?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check for me, please.
2.
2.
Excellent.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
I'm curious. I'm gonna take the water from my canteen and bring it along the edges. If electricity was heard, I'm curious what'll happen.
Yeah, you run your water across it with shape water. Just kind of no reaction.
Because guys, if it's electricity, I could bring in some water from outside and just make a wall in front of the door and open it.
Why do we have to do this now?
Yeah, let's try to get rid of whatever's here first. Then we have everything at our fingertips.
Fine.
Oh,
like
the emo teenager shows up again.
No, I totally like the plan though, was so we don't get shocked.
All right. I'll look at Winley and nod and then pull the door open that leads to the stairs.
James, can I ask if, okay, when Isolt says lightning
Mhm.
and everyone starts talking about lightning, would I know from my history, like, because I know is, do you want me to just type it to you?
No, ask it.
Okay, I'm just curious because in connecting and when they walk in, there's been these thunderstorms, this rain, all this torrential stuff, and then seeing big dragon god Typhon on the door, hearing the electricity. Would Inqua remember the like shamans and like the clerics and those specific, that all of these intense weather situations come from that faction of the followers of Typhon?
Roll a religion check for me at advantage.
Well, that's a 19 plus whatever my religion is, which is 0, so 19.
19.
So, well, let me roll again. Maybe I'll get an at 20. I did get an at 20.
Are you serious?
I'm not making it up. I'm not making this up.
That's wonderful. I love that.
At 20.
Oh, lovely little step up. Yes, this is the kind of powers that the followers of Typhon are granted.
So in kind of while Winley's like listening at the door and they were kind of whispering among each other, it'll all hit him like a wall, and he'll just, because he also remember, I mean, I don't know if in the game, but he remembers how aggressive, how it's by no means the followers of Typhon are strictly, they take what they take and they take it with might. There's no holding back. And so it's going to make him really nervous and remember his childhood. And he is going to relay that to the group, to everyone, actually. He'll like lock eyes with Darjan first while everyone's talking and just be like, I have to, and then he'll just tell everyone like, look, I don't ask me how I know, but I think, and then relay all that information to everybody. I think that this is actually much more dangerous than we think it might be.
We're going up against the followers of a god.
Correct. And some can
Storm
wield,
god.
some can wield the powers of gods in their
Alright.
desire to appease Typhon.
Storm gods. Okay.
What little I know about storm gods is they are fickle, fickle creatures.
Mhm.
They get pissed pretty quick.
That's a much more direct way of saying exactly that. Yes.
I bet he gets his power from the thing on the other side of that door.
Which means we don't need to, we cannot fuck with it.
Oh no, we have to stop it.
Him.
Yep.
You're being very obvious.
Well, if it is the source of his energy.
I don't think it is.
Oh.
Tim thinks there's something valuable over there, and that's why he wants it.
Tim, stop trying to trick us.
No.
Guys, no.
I mean,
This is not a trick. This is what we've got. Let's get rid of this thing or get it to go away or something. Then it's ours. So let's go.
Oh,
I run over to the door and start collecting rainwater. Very excited.
All right.
Wait.
How common are Dragonborn? Would I have run across any blue Dragonborn in Faerun before this point? Would I know that their breath weapon is lightning?
Um,
Because I, the player, know that, but I don't know.
yeah,
If it's told
honestly,
us that.
probably not.
Okay.
But we know that blue dragons have lightning. So.
Do we? Do we know that?
I would, but
You
Yeah,
would.
Inkwood would know. Darjan, if you want to make a history check to see if you would know,
Yeah.
since you were the most schooled.
Because I, as the player, know that.
got
I've run
15.
across a couple blue dragons as a player, but not so much as old.
I got 15.
Yeah, no. Darjan, you again, eclectic reading habits would have garnered some information in terms of the blue dragons specifically.
Right. So I would tell them, gosh, blue dragons, well, come on, thunder wave. I love blue dragons, man, because thunder and lightning and everything, but scary. So
What-
if there's a
Sorry.
blue dragon born,
What exactly are you saying in that sentence?
all right. In my reading, I have found that blue dragons breathe lightning. Very frightening me. But that's why I got the thunder wave, and I've researched those kind of things because I think it's cool.
There are too many things on my table to head desk right now.
There's blue dragonborn. But so blue dragonborn with the Typhon, they might be into lightning too, which makes sense.
Well, if their natural breath weapon is lightning, it's interesting.
Yeah. So let's keep that in mind.
So was the noise you heard constant, or did it ebb and flow?
That's a great question. Did it sound like a Tesla coil where it's like a constant?
It was constant. Maybe not like the Tesla coil hum, but like a little more untamed, if you will. Like it was crackling. There was electricity, but it kept.
Kept
Okay.
going.
It was constant. If I had to equate it to anything, some sort of a machine.
Okay.
Rather than,
And-
rather than, I mean, I've seen you, Inqua, breathe fire. It would be more of a fireplace than your fire breath.
Understood.
What use would that be to
Mhm.
this?
Generate power, maybe. I don't know.
Would Inkwa know if it's a storage thing or if it's a source thing, like a source of power thing?
Roll a religion check.
14.
14. You know that what was I thinking? I'm sorry. for the followers of Typhon, they like to try and gather storm and electricity in places as, I guess, shrines, if you will.
Worship, kind of worship.
Yeah, worship. To have because obviously lightning only comes every so often, but if they can harness it, they have something there to always be a symbol of Typhon. And as you all are discussing this, you do watch as Tim, with his water, just kind of splashing it over as he's walking over to the southern door.
Tim, I don't think you're going to find treasure in there. I really do think it's just a storage place for them to...
But would it be useful for us to get rid of a storage of power?
Yeah, I'll just short it out.
Just be careful not to have anything connecting back to you.
And
lightning
might signal them that we're here. So let's just
go. It will signal them.
But
more
if we surprise them and they can pull like endless energy from this thing, that's not good either.
That's true. I'm more concerned about Tim getting a feedback of lightning into him by throwing.
Careful.
What'd you say? You'll be careful.
Do you want me to?
I have opinions.
Open the door.
I have opinions about teenagers being careful.
as Winley the other
good.
As Winley the other teenager says, "Do you want me to open the door?"
It's not a teenager.
No. I'm just saying, Tim, you've been had
Someone
my back.
hold my beer.
No, right, exactly. You've had my back. You've known this stuff. I trust you. Do it.
Ink was making eyes with Isolde. Shutting up. Yeah, Ink was gonna make eyes with Isolde.
Okay.
Do you want me to try to open the door? Are you gonna
step away?
Are you gonna try to sneak the water like under the cracks?
The water's he's been pushing the water through. The water's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Of the door?
Slowly seeping through onto the other side and eventually just, and it is on the other side currently.
Yeah, I'll move back from the door if you want to open it with magic.
Yeah, or I'll try. Okay. Well, in hoping that it is unlocked, he will cast thaumaturgy on the door to try to swing it open.
As it smacks into the wall on the opposite side, but there you see the water blob that Tim has put into the doorway, and there you see the shimmering image of a room that's about 15 feet back, about 15 feet wide. It's a little hard with the shimmering of the water to exactly see what's there, but you can see just the faintest images of something on the walls, paintings, if you will, and then a central thing on the in the center portion.
Well, I think that's our target.
Shall I?
Have fun.
All right. Yeah. All
Winley's gonna back up.
And
I am leaning against the far wall, just watching this.
Well, and then I'm readying an arrow because I know as soon as we're about to be swarmed.
I am not even going to ready a weapon. My shield. I put my shield on my back and I'm sitting back and watching, being like, "Go ahead, be a stupid teenager, have fun."
I mean, I am having fun.
But you're not stupid. Tim's had my back, so.
Dorjan.
What?
Yeah, so I'll move the blob of water to the centerpiece with all the crackling, while keeping as safe of a distance as I can.
Yeah. You're able to stand. It is about 15 feet back. So you're able to have 15 feet away.
Don't mess up the paintings.
And the water moves slowly into the room. Some spillage happening as it advances.
As long as there's no water leading to my feet, I'm...
Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana check?
To see how finely you can control this.
Come on, dude.
Hearst dice.
19.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
You're able to maintain the water and, a couple drops here and there, but nothing of a substantial. It goes forward as it advances slowly into the room. And as it gets closer, you can actually see there's a bit of an altar in which some similar to the doors, lightning bolts on it, and a large metal pole that goes into this shrine and upwards through the ceiling. And this here is what is kind of crackling. It has a little other metal bits that are kind of just move the water closer, closer, and just as it's about to touch, that's where we're going to end tonight.
That was good.
Do it.
That was
Yeah.
You're no fun.
No,
He likes his cliffhangers. What do you
this
want?
is epic. This is
I want
epic.
people to come back, you know. And plus, it's almost 10.
We're
Um,
dead. We're dead.
Yeah, that's why his soldier's all the way back on the other side of the lighthouse, just like, nope, y'all can be stupid over there.
Well, let's see what happens with the shrine. And since you are now in Merkroth territory, we'll see what Merkroth does.
Merkroth?
Merkroth.
Who's that?
Merkroth?
That's the man Sheris has been telling you about, or the Dragonborn Sheris.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't listen to him.
Oh, the person that none of us know about because Inqua hasn't been sharing his.
Darshan does. Darshan does.
Oh, I'm
Only
sorry. The
Darshan.
one that the rest of us don't know about.
Hey, you all has these
The
Inqua.
rest of us?
Inqua's the next one to get a Winley lecture.
A slap across the face. It's like, well, no, he told everyone about the history.
Yes, he did. He told
Just
the
quickly,
history.
briefly, like,
What's
guys,
necessary?
we're in big trouble. Guys, we're about to die. They can harness the power of the
Right,
element.
right.
We're-
At some point, you're gonna have to tell us the rest of it,
It's true.
dear.
I'll wait until we're running down a very long hall. But, guys, I have something to tell you really quick.
Why did you wait till now? You asshole!
Meanwhile, Winley's over there getting ready for a lecture when she herself has many secrets.
Right?
Ooh.
But none that has put us in danger yet.
Yet.
Accurate. I mean, to be fair, Isolde has her own secret. She's 40 years old. She's had, years of living and things that she doesn't tell everyone that may come up at some point. But nothing that she has thought is important up until now.
Well, Inqua didn't think it was
Same.
important up till now either.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
Which is why I'm giving him the slight benefit of the doubt on this one. But the
All
dreams drawing us here should have been mentioned at some point. 'Cause that is
But that's
important.
not why we went. We want to go to the lighthouse, that beautiful green lighthouse.
Part of the reason and why we know that we're going to get information on the dragon.
Oh, we're dead.
We're gonna get
We're dead.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Yay.
Always, always, always a pleasure having a Monday with you guys.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
So it's
And
about time to
and
wrap
everyone
this
watching,
up. Who was
thank
ever
you.
on the target?
Amy.
But yes, next time you see us, it'll be March
Oh my
already.
god.
Wow.
Wow.
I still have not processed March 2020. I'm not ready for March 2021.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Right?
Yeah. It's almost been a year, y'all.
Oh my god. We're gonna have to do something to commemorate the year of when we started live streaming from home.
by live streaming.
March 17th. That was the day that we started live streaming from home.
Oh wow.
Oh,
All
I
right.
remember it very specifically. I was running Saltmarsh. That's why I remember this.
All right.
Last time in the studio, it was doomsday for all of us. But hey, we are all here together. That's great. Joined by all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And hell, we'll see you in March. But until then, folks, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you all next time for Dragon of Icespire Peak. Bye bye.